Hi, welcome to My Happy Path Online Yoga Studio. My name is Shani Matthews. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Please take a seat on your mat. Allow the flesh to spread out from underneath your pelvis bones so that you can feel yourself sinking into your mat in a deeper, more loving way. And start to let go of anything that's been happening today and bring your entire attention to the breath. Closing the eyes, placing the hands on the knees, letting the spine lengthen and the shoulder blades to sink down the back. Start to allow that breath to grow, to lengthen, and to increase in quality. Pay attention to where the breath might be getting caught up or where there might be tension within the breath. And give it a moment of extra attention, letting it dissolve so that the breath is a full, loving inhalation and exhalation that matches itself in quality and length. Bringing it to a 5 count. Inhale and exhale. On our next 3 rounds of breath, let us inhale deeply but exhale with an open mouth, helping us to ground even more. So inhale. Starting to feel your body connect with the breath, the cells opening up and invigorating themselves with the extra oxygen that the breath is providing. Allow the spine to climb even taller. And on your next inhale, bring the hands towards the sky. Exhale, pull the hands down through the heart, helping you to feel more grounded, more centered. 4 more times. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping the eyes closed, just connecting with your internal self, as well as that loving, nurturing breath. My intention for today's class is to connect with center by grounding into the earth, opening the hips, and connecting the breath with movement. 1 more time, inhaling the hands towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pausing for a moment, feeling the shifts you've created for yourself. Exhaling, bring the hands to the knees. Inhale the heart towards the sky. Exhale, bowing in. 4 more times. Really starting to connect the movement with the inhalation and the exhalation. So the inhalation takes up that entire opening of the heart. And the exhale takes up the entire bowing in towards the spine and the heart, drawing the stomach up and in at the end of the exhale. Inhaling and exhaling, starting to feel yourself connecting deeper with that grounding sensation coming from the hips. 2 more here. And then now coming back to center, start to allow yourself to spin in a large circle with the upper body while keeping the lower body centered and grounded. Your base of strength, keeping the pelvis bones attached to the mat. Letting the eyes draw close once again. And feeling into where your body needs a little extra attention. A little extra love. Within the circle, are there places that you need to pause for a second and breathe into yourself? Connect with that breath and how it can heal you. In life, there are many things that throw us off center. From as small as rolling an ankle while walking down a sidewalk, to having a huge argument with a loving family member that all you want to do is hug. Life challenges us by seeing how we can stay grounded and centered within when situations arise that would throw us off otherwise. Let your circle start spinning in the opposite direction now. Getting thrown off center can also be created by emotional stress, grief, or even not feeling heard or seen. By connecting the breath with the movement in yoga, we can reconnect with our center and ground ourselves. The breath gives us the ability to nurture and support ourselves from within. The breath gives us the opportunity to train the mind, body, nervous system, the organs. It trains us in all realms how to stay calm and at peace despite the stress that life throws at us. Let today's class be about connecting with that beautiful center that you have within. Quoting Wayne Dyer, you cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. Coming back to center one more time, letting that heart shine through the collarbones. Exhale, bowing into yourself with gratitude. Coming back up to center. Inhale, come on to all fours. So you'll be stacking the hands underneath the shoulders. Fingers are spread wide. Knees are directly under the hips. Repeating that heart-opening feeling of looking up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bowing into your heart with gratitude. 4 more times here. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling deeply, starting to feel that breath penetrating into every cell of the body. Exhale, releasing. One more time, cat-cow pose. Inhaling the heart open through the collarbones. Exhale, bowing into yourself. Coming back to neutral. Inhale the right hand towards the wall in front of you. Exhale, bring that left foot back. Feeling that strength emanating up through the left hand and right knee. Keep your back flat. The left leg is rising and in level with the hip. Feel the extension between the right hand and the left foot. One more breath here. And then on the exhale, pulling into your center. Bring the knees close to the forehead as you can. Exhale. Let yourself expand. Inhale. Coming into the center of the body. Strengthening the core. Exhale, expand. 3 more times. Reconnecting with that beautiful center within. Exhale, expand. Twice more. Placing the right hand back down on the mat. Left knee is back down on the mat. Inhale, 3 more rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling the heart open. Exhale, bowing in. Inhale. And exhale. Feeling the body warming itself up. One more time. And exhale. Coming back to center. Left hand extends out in front of you. Right leg back. Keeping that right leg in level with the hip. Back is flat. Inhaling deeply into yourself. 2 more rounds of breath here. Breathing into yourself, closing the eyes. On your next inhale, bringing the hand towards the right knee. Knee hugs up into the chest as close to the forehead as possible. Exhale, expand. 4 more times here. And expanding out as far as possible with the left hand and the right foot. Placing the left hand back down on the mat, right knee. Inhale, bring the hands out towards the head of your mat and drop back into child's pose. The knees are spread wider than the hips. Toes are touching. Let the forehead rest on the mat. Relaxing the arms. Bringing your hands into either prayer or creating a triangle by touching the 4 fingers and thumbs together. Start to relax into the child's pose by rocking the hips back and forth. Starting to feel how that grounds you even more. Breathing into that grounding sensation coming from the movement of the hips. Take a moment now to create an intention for yourself for class. Where in your life do you need a little extra support? Where can you create more grounding and centering for yourself so that you can be 100% present for what you need in life to be your best self? Every person has a highest potential ready to be allowed to shine forth. Ground, center, breathe, and then expand into that breath. Breathe into that compassionate center within. Breathe into your love and create more space within that loving, compassionate self. Quoting Eckhart Tolle, life is the dancer, and you are the dance. Breathe into your dance now. 3 more breaths here. At the end of your next exhale, re-energize the arms, spread the fingers wide, tuck the toes, and push your hips back, coming into down dog. Taking a moment to make sure your alignment is where it needs to be to stay healthy. Keep the fingers and toes pointing directly towards the wall in front of you. Fingers are spread really wide to create a strong base. Toes spread wide. Knees can be bent. Bending both elbows deep. Wrap the elbows underneath you and then straighten the arms, giving extra space between the shoulders and ears. Take a moment to relax the neck, shaking the head. Bend the right knee, keeping the left leg straight. Taking a quick peek underneath the left arm, ground through that left leg, opening up that IT band, the hamstring, the calf. 1 more breath here. Exhale, left knee bends, right leg is straight. Grounding through the right foot as well as the hands, letting the heart melt towards the mat as that right IT band opens up. 1 more breath. At the end of your next exhale, straightening that left leg, bending both knees, and take a step on up to your hands. Inhale, rising halfway up, hands on the shins, or they can remain on the mat. Back is flat. Exhale, forward fold. Twice more with movement. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, bowing in. 1 more time. And exhale. Inhale, legs are engaged, kneecaps sliding up towards the hips as you rise all the way up, hands towards the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. 1 round of breath here, breathing into the changes and shifts within. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stepping back into plank. 5 rounds of breath in plank. On the inhale, expanding out through the neck and through the heels. Exhale, bowing into your heart. Feeling that grounding sensation within the core. Inhale, heart shining, heels expanding back towards the wall behind you. Exhale, bowing in. You can always come onto the heels. You can always come onto the knees if you need to here. It's all good. Always listening to what your body needs. Exhaling. 1 more time. And exhaling, bowing into yourself. Coming back to flat backed plank. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Breathing into your center, stemming down through the hips. Inhale, rising with the hands off the mat. Strengthening the lower back. Exhale, lower. 4 more times. Inhaling, feeling that grounding sensation coming up through the hips. Exhale. Inhale, rise, hands off the mat. Exhale. Twice more. Last one, holding here for 2 rounds of breath. Feeling the pelvis penetrating into the mat, grounding you even more. One more really loving, nurturing breath. Exhale, coming down. Pushing against the hands, coming back onto child's pose. Tucking the toes, push the hips up and coming into down dog. 3 rounds of breath here. Exhale, bending both knees deeply. Step to the head of your mat. Inhale, rising halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. And exhale. Inhale all the way up, legs engaged, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, hands to the sky. Forward fold on your exhale. Inhale, heart rising. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stepping back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga, keeping the shoulders above the elbows, rising on the inhale, up dog or cobra, listening to your body. Exhale, down dog. Stepping the feet together. Letting the right toes rise through the sky on the inhale. Bring the toes back down to the mat on the exhale. Now the left foot. Rising through the sky on the inhale. Exhale, left toes coming back on down to match the right. Right toes rise once again. Exhale, this time coiling through the belly. With loving care, place the right foot down on the mat between the hands. Creating your 4 movements of lunge here. So making sure that your right hip is penetrating down towards the mat energetically. The left leg is engaged and moving upward energetically. Your right knee is stacked above the ankle and pushing forward as the left heel is pushing back. One more breath here, creating that strength within. Inhale, coming up into crescent pose. Not going into your full depth before engaging that core. So engaging the core and then letting your lunge deepen. Eyes focused up towards the sky. Breathing into your crescent pose. Letting that lunge lower, trying to bring that front quadricep parallel to the ground. 3 more breaths here. Feeling that grounding sensation coming up through the feet, through the legs, through the hips, into the heart, out the hands. 1 more breath. Exhale, hands come through the heart to the mat. Stepping that left foot forward. Inhale, heart rising through the collarbones. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, twice more. Really letting the heart shine by keeping that back flat. Exhale. 1 more time. Allowing the spine to lengthen. And exhale. Inhale, coming all the way up. Hands all the way to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands to the sky. Forward fold on the exhale. Inhale, rising. Exhale, fall, forward fold. Stepping back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog on the inhale. Exhale, down dog. Stepping the feet together. Left toes arcing through the sky. On the inhale. Exhale, placing that right foot down. This is a beautiful move that I was taught by my teacher, Shiva Ray, that really helps bring that grounding sensation to the body by connecting the breath with the movement. Right toes one more time. Exhale, coiling through the belly with loving kindness, placing that left foot on the mat. Inhaling into your 4 movements of lunge. Right heel this time shooting back to the wall behind you. Left hip pushing down, right leg pulling up energetically. Left heel is grounding into the mat as that left knee is stacked directly above the ankle. One more breath here, letting the heart penetrate again through the collarbone, shining forward. On your next inhale, climbing on up, coming into crescent pose. Coming out of the depth of the pose to engage that core. Feel the grounding sensation, the strength, and then letting yourself deepen. Deepening the lunge, deepening the heart opening. 4 more breaths here. Grounding down. Reconnecting with yourself. And on the next exhale, pulling the hands through the heart. Hands come to the mat as you step that right foot forward. Inhale, heart shines. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands to the sky. Forward fold on the exhale. Inhale, rising halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stepping back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stepping the feet together. Right toes arc through the sky. Exhale, coiling through the belly. Placing the foot down and coming into pigeon. The more parallel your shin is to the head of your mat, the stronger the pose. Make sure that your left leg is straight behind you, the quadriceps spinning in. With both hands on either side of the knee, elongate that spine. Feel that grounding coming through the pelvis while the heart opens. One more breath here. And then exhale, folding forward. Coming on to either the forearms or the forehead. If pigeon pose is difficult for you, you can also come into threading the needle on your back, and it gets that same opening up through the hips, grounding through the hips. And you would bring your right ankle on top of the left knee and pull by bringing the hands through that center triangle towards the body. Otherwise, keeping with pigeon, we'll be here for 10 more rounds of breath. letting your hips melt into the mat, but at the same time being energetically aware of keeping engagement by pulling the knees towards each other on the inhale, and then exhaling, letting the knees drift further apart, creating more space within the opening of the hips. 5 more breaths here. Letting the facial features soften. 1 more breath. And exhaling, letting the spine lengthen, hands on either side of the knee. Exhale, bring that left leg around, placing it on the right side of the right knee. You can also have your right leg straight here if it doesn't feel good to have it bent. Coming into seated twist, inhale, right hand to the sky, exhale, right elbow outside the left knee. Inhale, spine long, exhale, twice more. At the end of the next exhale, coming back to center, bringing the hands to the head of your mat and unwinding yourself to come back to down dog. Few rounds of breath here to recenter yourself, letting the heart drop closer to the mat. Stepping the feet together. Inhale, left foot rises through the air, pulling through the navel to come into pigeon. Straightening that right leg out, taking a peek to make sure the right leg is straight. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, bowing in. Letting yourself come to a comfortable place. And we will be here for 15 rounds of breath. Letting the facial features soften. Letting yourself drop deeper into your mat. 8 more rounds of breath. At the end of your next exhale, hands coming to either side of the knee. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, right leg coming out around. Coming into seated twist by left hand rising, left elbow coming outside the right knee. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, twisting. Connecting that movement with the breath, the spine lengthens on the inhale. Exhale, deepening the twist from the navel. 1 more time. Spinning back around, bringing both knees into the chest. Hug the knees into the chest and then let yourself rock on back onto a flat back on the mat. Stacking both knees, bring the knees on over to the right side of the body. Letting both shoulder blades remain on the mat. Let the eyes close and have a closed view or drishti floating over the left fingers. 2 more breaths here. Feeling the grounding sensation within the twist. Exhale, coming back to center. Knees are stacked, right arm straightens. Keeping the shoulders on the mat. Eyes closed, facial features soft. Letting the eyes soften, jaw soften. Exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, letting the feet rise to the sky and bringing the hands on outside of the feet, drawing the knees towards the mat for the last pose of class. Happy baby pose. And when it feels right for you, letting the feet go. Feet spread wider than hip width apart, hands wider than shoulders. Dropping into Shavasana, the most important pose of yoga, where all the benefits of this gift that you've given yourself by coming to the mat can truly penetrate into all of the cells of the body. Let yourself drop deeper into the knowing that you are 100% supported by your mat. Letting yourself go into a state of relaxation. Full relaxation. Bringing life back to your body. Slowly wiggle the fingers and the toes. Rolling onto the right side of your body. Cradle your head and your arm. And when you're ready, push on up. Coming back into an easy sitting position. Placing the left hand on the heart, right hand on the belly. Reconnect with that intention you set for yourself at the beginning of class. Now, in a state of being centered and grounded, take a moment to send gratitude to that which has thrown you off balance and for it showing you lessons. Breathe into the gratitude for the gift you are giving yourself by reconnecting with that inner place of loving centeredness. Bringing the hands to prayer in front of the heart. Quoting Jack Kornfield, "If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete." With so much gratitude, thank you so much for coming to your mat today and connecting with your center. By giving yourself this gift of yoga and reconnecting with your center, you are allowing yourself to be your best self and giving unspoken permission for others to do the same. And love and light to you and to all beings on earth. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.